classification of the ships. Commercial vessels, merchant ships, cargo ships, container ships, oil, fuel tanks. Passenger vessels, cruise ships, ferries, and ocean liners. And military vessels and fishing vessels, different. But our program will be focused in this group. Basically passenger vessels, and we are going to be focused in pleasure yachts. Our courses are according with the ABYC standards. For that reason, the majority of our courses are a great complement in order to take the ABYC certification. The boats are classified in unpowered boats, sailing boats, and motor boats or power boats. And yes, we are going to be focused in both of them. Those are the most common boats that we are going to study, that we are going to analyze. We have a lot of videos, a lot of episodes in different type of sailboats, in different type of power boats. I have a good example that I found it with Mr. Rodriguez, a perfect flat boat for salt water, for high speed. Danny, this is considered another big flat boat.
Yeah, this is like a flats bay boat. Okay, basically it can go in flats water, doesn't draw much water, and also it can go into bay. So you see how the transom's integrated in this. It's a little bit different. It's an open and transom, but it's all walking space. And you look all on top.
It's completely flat. This is a houseboat. If you see, it's completely flat. The surface, the bottom is completely flat. And this is the typical V-drive configuration. That's the typical V-drive configuration. Look at the mark of the water line. It's that mark of the water. This is the water line. This is another great example with a step hull. Only one. It's very common. Intrepid, the majority of the Intrepids, they have a one step hull or two. We have another example of a tunnel boat. It's a tunnel boat, a couple of tunnels. Once again, with a couple of outboards. Taciel, we are in the pilot hull of a catamaran. The docking procedure in this type of boats is more difficult or less than in a typical power boat with a couple of outboards.
Well, the outboards is a little bit different, but like if you compare this to a monohull,
yeah,
with a single engine,
correct.
This is much easier to dock and much easier to maneuver in tight quarters.
We are with the customer, the owner of the boat. Why the boat is here?
Well, we found this boat, an old friend owned it, and they had gotten something else they wanted to work on, so I decided to take over the project.
And that boat was used in salt water or fresh water?
I believe it was saltwater.
Saltwater, yeah.
For that reason, I see the pontons are a little corroded, no?
Yes, well this is what happens oftentimes in saltwater on these aluminum pontoons. What happens is that you usually get the most deterioration right along the water line because it's air and water and salt.
Oh,
so you get,
that's the enemy.
The nice thing about pontoon boats is set up so it's like a cruising family boat.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
It's almost like being at the boat show.
Yeah, this is an imitation of the Tika.
Yes, this is correct.
It's a plastic, no?
Yeah,
This is
actually a cloth. This is actually a cloth material.
Yeah, a composite material. Nice.
Because they mainly use it fresh water.
Nice boat.